when you dodge like this, sometimes the shard will appear like big glowing red ball, and when you shoot that ball the enemy gets stunned, and it means you deal the double damage to that enemy. Like this, exactly. Hello, Nenner plays here. Witchfire got a new update, and the game is like completely different from the older Early Access version. So we are going to start a new playthrough. There's a lot of things changed in this game. The Gnosis system is overworked. There were highest Gnosis of level 4, now it's level 6. Some things have been overworked, like the stat systems or the research mirror. So I've simply decided to make a new playthrough. In this video we are going to do the tutorial starting area, and we are going to do the island run to unlock the tower.
Only witch hunters called prayers can face a witch and live. You are one of them, anointed by the Pope himself.
Your main hero is this guy. He's a witch hunter. They are sort of like ultra humans. They don't die. They are immortal, sort of, and they are the elite forces to fight the demons.
After a long and arduous journey, low on witchfire that gives you unnatural powers, and with most of your belongings lost, you arrive at the destination.
So at the start you can choose what starting class do you want to be, and it will affect your starting equipment. The hardest start is penitent. You're starting with only a revolver. The easiest start is the saint. You start with the ice sphere. That's a heavy spell with some demonic weapon with the ricochet, which is like auto rifle, and with some artifact. You can also start as the shadow. He has a sniper rifle. If you like sniping, you can go with shadow. Slayer has this machine pistol. We are going to play as the butcher because he starts with the Midas, and there are the new stat system. Instead of health we have a flesh. Instead of healing we have a mind. There's a blood also. The witchery stays. Instead of metanoia, you have an arsenal, and metanoia is sort of hidden in the witchery. But the whole leveling system was kind of reworked. We are going to touch it maybe in later videos. There was a luck, but now we have a fate instead. But they work similarly. Fate has some other features like random critical strikes, or ability to the ability of divine intervention, which will actually help you to avoid the damage. We are starting with the Midas. That's my like favorite weapon. We are going to do a few builds in the later videos, which will go around this auto rifle. You also start with the bittersweet nightshade, which is a fetish. It's not the strongest fetish, but you have something beside the Midas. So let's accept this role and let's do the tutorial area. The start of the game is sort of reworked. Instead of being level 7 to start the research, you have to pick up the shards for the mirror, and you also need to find the keys to your chapel, which are hidden on the island. This is the starting tutorial area. There are some basics explained. you are moving like this. There are a few enemies which we can kill. And we can proceed. The gun we are using has a two states, cold state and the heated state. In the cold state it does regular damage to enemies, and in the heated state in the overheated state it do less damage, so you have to let the weapon cool here and there. Yes, we have a map. There are some large Witchfire clusters. First thing, they are giving you 1000 Witchfire. This number was different. It always scaled with your metanoia in last versions, but now they do 1000 Witchfire each large Witchfire cluster, and this number doesn't change. Here we can slide and we can do double jump here to cross this, and there's a first mirror shard, and we can also unlock here the chest and get a first healing potion. The difference also from older versions, you now start with 3 healing potions, and this number doesn't change. In the older versions, higher you were level, the more potions you could carry. There's going to be first like fight with 3 or something enemies. That red thing was so sharp. If you hit it, you stun the enemy, and stunned enemies actually receive double damage. We got the Witchfire orbs, which is one of the more important arcana for your leveling, and there's actually quite hard fight for the beginning with the Holy Sister. But she's sleeping. You don't need to do this fight. You can just crouch and be sort of sneaky. She's guarding the another mirror shard. But if you are sneaky, you don't need to fight her. But yes, we provoked her, so we are going to fight her. You have to dodge every time she tries to attack you, and she's summoning also the eggs. Yes, these ones. Okay. We have to run. Okay, we got some extra Witchfire there for the beginning. She's killable, but you have to be patient, and you have to run from these minions because now she's dead, and she's dropping some rosary beads here and there. She will drop the second Mysterium incantation. There are mushrooms we can heal. Some of them are edible, some of them are poisonous. And this was the tutorial area. We can now climb down to our chapel, to Hermitorium, how this goes in this game, and we are going to look around what changed, what's new. You can actually climb up into the outskirts. There are going to be a few more encounters. You can grind there some easy Witchfire if you want. If the Island of the Damned is too heavy for you. We don't have instances recipes for now. There's a Island of the Damned chart, so we now can go through the portal to Island of the Damned, and the chapel is actually, sanctuary is actually closed. We need to find a key. Sanctuary waiting just beyond, okay. And retrieve the sanctuary key from the Island of the Damned, and we have some Witchfire. We can ascend, do some level ups. You see the new leveling system. Flesh affects your health, some elemental resistance, and recharge of your melee. The blood, it's like stamina. It affects how long you can run, your mobility, walk speed, jump height, and air control, and your vigor. It is a stamina loss when you get hit, or stamina loss with some heavier weapon which has a kick. Mind is your healing, scavenging, and sanity loss resistance. The witchery affects your spells, how fast you recharge them, how long the elemental duration is on enemies, and also affects the metanoia. Metanoia was its stats, but right now it affects only how much crystallized Witchfire the enemies drops upon the death. There's a new stat arsenal which actually gives you bonus with your weapon handling. It improves your reload speed quite significantly, I think, when this stat is higher, and it also improves your weapon range. So if you are planning to use the low range low range weapons, you can invest here, and your range is going to be higher. The fate, as I've said, it affects how much items you get. Divine intervention is the chance to avoid the negative effects, and it also gives you blessed aim, which is some sort of percentage chance to score the critical hits with the hits that shouldn't be critical. It is like interesting change to the luck stat, because now it's starting to be like combat stat with a critical change. Through this playthrough, I'm going to invest mostly into the witchery and mind. Mind affects your healing. We are going to also boost the flesh, and we are going to boost arsenal a bit and blood a bit. We will leave the fate. We maybe put a few points there, but only a little. And now we have a Witchfire for 2 level ups, so we are going to improve the witchery, which is now 8. We got some extra metanoia, which means more clusters, which means more Witchfire. And we can go to Island of the Damned, and I will try to do the perfect run on the island. The goal is, let's look at the map. The goal is to get here, kill the guards around the Wailing Tower, and there's an artifact you have to recover, and if you finish all the fights and recover the artifact, you can open the tower, and there is going to be the chart for new map. We also need to get to see the shipwreck here, because there's a last shard for our mirror, so we can get back to Hermatorium and start research, start doing things. If you want to be sort of successful, there's a key. If you want to be successful in this run, you need to know how to properly kill the enemies. We start with these three. When you dodge like this, sometimes the shard will appear like big glowing red ball, and when you shoot that ball, the enemy gets stunned, and it means you deal the double damage to that enemy. Like this, exactly. We do want some more in the slow motion. We are dodging, the soul shard appears, we shoot it, he gets stunned, and now he's getting double damage from our bullets. Our normal damage is like 8 with this submachine gun, but when the enemy is stunned, we do 16. So we got here Witchfire clusters. And how the things work, this is the portal. One of the portals you can escape from this island, and this portal is spawning the portal guards. So we have to be mindful of that, because the enemies will always like follow us from this portal. So it means they are going to be attacking my back. There's one encounter here, and we are going to see what's around there. If you dodge like this, the soul shard will appear mostly, because it functions like the enemy is not aware for a small moment of your position, and you can take advantage of that sort of by shooting the red crystal. And it's useful on the beginning, mostly because you don't have a spells, you don't have a secondary weapon or demonic weapon to deal a large amount of damage. There's the shipwreck, and there's the mirror shard. There's the faithful of this island, which is sort of like local boss, but we are not going to fight him. We can get him, but he's running around the whole island. Right now we don't have enough damage output to actually kill him in like one fight. There's some medium fight. And we can also read these obelisks. We got Witchfire orbs. Witchfire orbs is quite... It's one of the crucial arcana for your experience gain, sort of. But they are dissolving, so you have to kill the enemy, collect the orb before it goes away, and you get quite large bonus. From now we are getting 360 Witchfire for these guys. We are going to get faster stamina regeneration, and we can go here in this area and try to defeat the guards which are guarding the Wailing Tower entrance. There's a small encounter we are going to do first. You have to use first potion. We haven't got any arcana that will improve our damage, so it's going to be a little bit harder. But if you enter here, 3 guard spawns. The first one get... Now we have to fall back a little bit and wait them to attack. When he's jumping, you can dodge and the soul shard will usually appear. Oh. The reload speed is really low right now. But I think we got them. There's a event sometimes. No, there was a event at the shipwreck. So we're going to get back there and see what is there, because usually there was a obelisk event, but now there are a few more events. Some portal guards, they will give us ammo. And there's also armor chest here. We want to refill our armor reserves. And then we will continue with these 2 fights. Recover the artifact and open the tower. Hopefully we will not die in this fight, because that one is quite difficult. You can also look around, and there are some chests hidden, but they will always, you can loot them, but it will provoke quite a large number of enemies always, these ones. And there's this journal. Buried supplies. Logs mention buried supplies. So we are going to recover some. Recover some gold, maybe. There's this line, and we are getting closer, I think. When it goes up like this, you are at the right spot and you can dig out. dig the treasure. There was a letter. Got extra 4 gold if you bring it home. And we need the ammo. There are portal guards, okay. We're going to attack them. You can stun the enemies also by using your melee, and there's some nice giant cluster. We should probably also get some healing potion, but well, it depends on what the enemies drops and what we can find. In the chest, for example. If we don't find any, we have to be extra careful in the upcoming battle. Yeah, there are these musketeers. He's hidden somewhere in the trees. And there's another one. Nice. What do we get? Firearm, arm mastery and piercing bullets. Both arcanas are sort of useless right now. And there's a last fight. We have only 1 elixir. Well, I think we are going to make it. Hopefully. No, there's a chest. Maybe we will get some extra potion. Not today, right? There's a lot of swordsmen, and they are the hardest enemy on the beginning, I think. Come on, jump. We are out of reach. We try to change the position and go from different angle. There's the last swordsman. Nice. One stabbed me from behind, but the fight is over. We are getting fast reload here. Fast reload is quite useful on the beginning because, well, the reload times without the high arsenal are are really slow, really slow. And yes, we forget, there's the scepter lying there. We have to recover it and finish the level. There's also some cluster, nice. And some extra chests, but we don't have a supply chest key. So this was it. If you starting the game, you will probably die on the island. It's best thing how to survive. It's to learn how to use the dodge to summon the soul shard and stun your enemies. We restore the statue, and well, the statue of the warrior wants to finish all the combats on the islands, which we did. So we are now here, and there are the Scarlet Coast chart, right? There's a fire breath, a first light spell, and some note saying that Kane has not returned from the tower, because there's the dungeon hidden beneath, but this dungeon is actually accessible from the Gnosis level 4. It was accessible from Gnosis 2, and whole prophecy stuff is put later into the game. So first 4 points of Gnosis you cannot meddle with your prophecies, and you cannot get the prophecies from the tower. So you have to play sort of random. So the true fun with this game will start from the Gnosis 4, and we are currently on the Gnosis 0. We are going to unlock the Hermatorium and see what's there. So we have a keys from Sanctuary. We are going to unlock the gate. And there's a mirror broken. We have all 3 shards, so we can repair it. And we can start with some research, but there are also the beads and rosary. There's a health bead, plus 10% health. We are going to get it. It's quite a buff on the beginning. And what do we have in our workshop? How does it looks like? We have some. We can start working on the eco shotgun. There's a Hunger and Angelus auto rifles. There are some Frostcone fireballs and Shockwave unlocked. So we are going to go and unlock the Shockwave. That's the most powerful spell, and we are going to research the Echo because it's close range weapons. We want to have some, and there are some extra supplies, some extra gold. You can always have only 2 research working. And here's the prophecy table, and you see it requires Gnosis level 4. Before it required Gnosis level 2. You can unlock this passage with the Witchfire, and there are some incense recipes, and there's also Gnosis table. And you see, to level up the Gnosis we need to complete 3. We need to have 80,000 Witchfire. We need to scout the galleon or the island of the damned, which we did. There was the shard hidden, and we need to go to the Scarlet Coast and see the shipwrecks, or defeat the drowned captain. Drowned captain is the first faithful you're going to meet on the Scarlet Coast. He sort of comes with the portal here and there. He's not there all the time. You can meet him or or not, it depends. So in the next video we are going to visit the Scarlet Coast and do our first Scarlet Coast run and recover some artifacts, get some money, get some Witchfire, and upgrade Agnosis. Right now we can do some further ascension. We are going to ascend like this, and we can also use our blocks we got. So we are going to put a few more points in Witchery, I think, and in Arsenal. We want to get all the stats on level 14, and then we are going to continue, sort of. We can also prepare for another run. We have a Fire Breath, which is our first light spell. It looks like this. It will burn the enemy in close range. And we can also unveil the first Mysterium on our auto rifle. And now the weapon has 3 states: cold, heat, and overheat. The heated state will deal a little bit more damage to the enemies, so you want to always go like this, have a weapon in heated state. So this was it. This was the first run. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will come later in the week with the Scarlet Coast run. That's an interesting thing. The new level, Velmore, requires you to have only coordinates and Gnosis 1, so you can enter this level quite early. Iron Castle requires Gnosis 3, and to have the Iron Castle chart, which is maybe hidden, which will drop from the galley slave which is on the Scarlet Coast. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.